Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another beautiful video on the beautiful channel, beautiful day. What's going on? I'm just gonna position myself again. Today I'm gonna work on the game per usual, but I made a little function here called set pause for tile, so you can actually move it and you can do stuff. Now this is great. I just added a few more just to see if just see how it looked, like how the collision worked and stuff. So this was basically it. Now the collision seems to be working okay. I mean, this isn't how I want the collision to look with the bounciness and stuff, and sometimes if I get damage I might be pushed through, but still, just see that it's working. Now I want to build the basic kind of thing for stage, right? So a stage, I just want to set this up. A stage is going to be a set of stuff, right? A private is going to be a set of, what do you call it, tiles and stuff like that. So I'm just going to make a D array of tiles, and I'm going to init a bunch of stuff in here later. And I'm going to do a void draw. Now here's the magic for an open world game. Now this isn't an open world game, but I'm going to show you guys what we're going to be doing. Okay, so we're going to update the stage for each player. Now we're going to go through all the players and we're going to update the stage. And what's going to happen, first of all, I can get tiles. So I need a function called get tiles. Let me see, D array tile, so I can loop through them in the player loop and make sure we check out collision. Tile, get tile, and then return this tiles. That's good. Now, so the magic will happen in there. That should be good. The stage is gonna be, we'll know the size from this. That's okay, that's fine. And then, okay, so for now this is okay. For now we're good. Let's just add all these things and just like that. Update stage draw. And of course we need the render target, and then whatever, we don't need anything there, render target, and then a to and a from. We need 4 things here. Actually, what I'm gonna need is a D array of D array tile. So this is a multiple where is it, multi-dimensional array. That's the issue. Just like that, I'm gonna return the whole tiles thing. I'm gonna draw tiles for int from call int to column. I'm gonna show you guys all of this. Oh god, I'm being spammed. Int from row, int to row. That's good. So I got these 4. So we're not gonna draw everything. This is the thing, because this 2-dimensional array is gonna get, it can get unlimitedly big almost, as long as your computer allows it, and you won't have any lag because you're just gonna use the bit of it where you need. So we're gonna go from a part of it to another part of it. So we're never gonna iterate through the whole thing to check for collisions and stuff like that. So to draw it, I'm gonna do this, and this is gonna be dependent on the view center. So it's gonna be okay. Now 4. And then another for loop. I don't know why this isn't working. 4. Come on. I'll just copy paste it. 4. Now this is gonna be K. Okay. And this is, so we're gonna go in the columns to column, from column. I'm gonna show you guys how this works. From row to row. Okay, so this is how we're gonna draw it. We're gonna say this tiles at position I and K dot draw target. Alright, that's how we're gonna do it. So that's basically how we draw our multi-dimensional array. So if I'm gonna show you how this works, imagine a big map, really big map. Okay, like then I mean like your player is that small, right? And there's a bunch of squares all over this place. Now I can't make a grid here, but let me show you. Just like if I had a bunch of squares or whatever, like imagine there being squares like this all over. So everything is based on tiles, and your player is here. It's at a position called, or a position that is like 500 and then 200. Okay, that's where your player is. Now imagine a 2D, two-dimensional array filling all of these with tiles. There is a tile, that doesn't have to be a tile in everyone, but there's a tile in some of these positions. Alright, there's a tile here, or here, or here, here, or these three here. Now what's gonna happen when you have a multi-dimensional array like that? It's gonna have those empty tiles there. Okay, it's gonna have empty tiles, but where there is a tile, we're gonna have something called a grid position. So a player is always gonna have a grid position, and if the tile is 50-50, 50x and 50y big, then we're gonna do this. We're gonna take the player's position and divide it by 50. Okay, because that's the grid size, and that's gonna give us, what is that, 10. So our index in that multi-dimensional array is gonna be 10, because that object is gonna be at index 10. Okay, and it's gonna be at index 10 because its grid position is gonna be 10, and its real position is going to be 550. Just the same grid that the player is in. So it's gonna be a collision there, and it's just gonna check that, and it's not gonna go ahead, and then we can check it through an interval. We can check it like from this grid position to this grid position. We don't have to check the whole multi-dimensional array. And I hope you get that. I hope you understand it. And to show you better, I made a demo just to try this whole theory out. Like if I run this, there is a, this is just a demo just for that. This is just for the grid test, and I'm going to show you guys how this works. See how it's just loading or looking at things around the player, but there is a whole map out there. See, the player can go this way, but whenever it comes close to, I think it's 5. It's 5 this way, 5 this way, 5 this way, 5 this way, for it to check. But the multi-dimensional array is huge. Like, let me show you how big it is. I go in a main, no, I go in a game, and I initialize it somewhere. Here, 1,000 times. Imagine this. There's 1,050 times 50 blocks in here. So that's how many pixels is that? That's 50 times. That's 50,000 pixels. But did you notice any lag? Nope, you didn't, because the magic is right here. This is the code. Here, I'll show you the code slowly, and you can just pause the video and try to understand it. Right there. That's the code. That's the code we're going to be using. This is the open world code, and I'm going to recreate this for another game we're going to make later. So just remember this. This is really important. Okay, from the column to column, from row to row, and then you use that in this for loop depending on where the player is. Okay, let's try to understand that and you'll be good. So we're going to use that in our game, and we're going to send it in here to draw. And that's gonna be just fine. And I think I want to check the collision in here. I think I do. I'm not sure. Or it would be better within player. It would be better. Never mind. It would be better. This I'm not gonna even use update. Basically, everything that is wall related is gonna happen in the player, which is kind of weird. Or I could use this and go through both the players once more, which is kind of annoying, but it would make everything a little cleaner. So yeah, I guess I could do that, but we'll see. We'll handle that later. Still, tiles is here. Now, I did get tile textures somewhere. Here's tile textures for tile. Okay, so tile textures is there. I think I would like to have that in stage, but what does it matter though? I guess I could keep it in tile. So tiles. Now if I add a few tiles here, tile, and then give it some numbers. I don't know, why isn't this working? So texture rect, int rect position. Okay, so int rect, let's say 150 vector 2f, and then the position is gonna be 550. True, false. Okay, was that it? Wait, what? Oh, sorry. There we go. There we don't go, because I need tile interact vector 2f. What do you want from me, bruh? Expected a something. Dude, what the fuck? What is this? Sorry for the curse words. Tile, so I have the interact, I have the position, I have 2 booleans, and I have this, and oh, whoops, I'm dumb. So that's good. And then this, I'm just gonna test this. Tiles.add tile. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, tiles at position 0. No, wait. Okay, so we're gonna have to add a bunch of tiles that are basically empty. So at that position, let me think. We're gonna have to there are a bunch of tiles, and we're gonna have to, I think I could do something about this, but this video is getting long. Yep, so what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna make sure we can make a tile with a certain size, or I can just add a bunch of tiles for how big it's gonna be. So let's make this 4 tiles, no, for like 100, and then 4 100, and then K. There we go. And then we're just gonna do this, tiles at position I dot add tile. I'm just gonna add a bunch of tiles, and they're gonna be false in Collider. And I'm gonna go into game, and I'm just gonna set it up for us for the next video. Go into player, no, game, player update, go into wall, if intersects tiles. Oh, okay, I did have a tiles thing already. So we're gonna have to do that in the next video, guys and girls. But until now, I'm just gonna see if it loads. Everything loads, so we're good. Alright, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, bye bye.